The history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is complex and spans over a century. Sattara Ali history Sattara. Both Jews and Arabs have historical ties to the land known as Palestine. In the late Inniswa century, the Zionist movement emerged, aiming to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine. Though Sattara British Sattara, the League of Nations granted Britain the mandate to govern Palestine. Tensions between Jewish immigrants and Arab residents increased. 3. Sattara Sattara एक 947 UN partition plan Sattara Sattara. The United Nations proposed a partition plan in 1947, recommending the creation of Jewish and Arab states with an international administration for Jerusalem. Jews accepted the plan, but Arabs rejected it. 4. Sattara Sattara एक 948 Arab-Israeli war of independence Sattara Sattara. Israel declared its independence in 1948, leading to a war with neighboring Arab states. Israel expanded its territory, and hundreds of thousands of Palestinian Arabs became refugees. Sattara Sattara post-1948 conflict Sattara Sattara. Ongoing conflicts and war characterized the region over the next few decades. The 1967 war resulted in Israel occupying the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. Sattara peace effort Sattara. Numerous attempts at peace negotiations, including the Camp David Accords, 8-9 and the Oslo Accords, 8-9-19, aimed to resolve the conflict but also limited success. Sattara Intifada Sattara. Palestinian uprisings, known as Intifadas, occurred in 8-9 and 2 These protests and clashes with Israeli forces led to total loss of life and damage. Sattara settlement Sattara. Israeli settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem have been a major point of contention, with Israel building communities in areas Palestinians consider part of their future state. Sattara Gaza Strip Sattara. In those Safar camps, Israel withdrew from the Gaza Strip, which later became controlled by Hamas, a Palestinian militant organization. Ongoing conflict, including several wars, has affected the region. Thus, Sattara Sattara two-state solution Sattara Sattara. The international consensus is for a two-state solution, with Israel and Palestine coexisting side by side. However, achieving this goal has proven elusive. Kiara, Sattara Jerusalem Sattara. The status of Jerusalem remains a major issue, with both Israelis and Palestinians claiming it as their capital. Bara, Sattara recent development Sattara. Tensions and violence have flared up repeatedly, such as during the a Gaza conflict. International efforts continue to seek a peaceful resolution, but challenges persist. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is deeply rooted in historical, political, and religious factors, making it one of the most protracted and challenging conflicts in the world. This overview barely scratches the surface, but it highlights the key events and issues in the conflict's long and tumultuous history. Certainly, I can't provide a more detailed history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This history is intricate and flawed in many aspects, but I will attempt to cover key events in a more comprehensively manner. Sattara Sattara pre-Biswa century Sattara Sattara. The region historically known as Palestine has been home to various peoples, including Jews, Arabs, and others, for centuries. In the late Inniswa century, the Zionist movement emerged in Europe, seeking to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine due to historic and religious ties. Sattara British Mandate and early tensions Sattara. After World War I, the League of Nations granted Britain the mandate to govern Palestine in 1947. Tensions between the Jewish immigrant population and the Arab majority began to rise. Sattara Sattara 19 Safar and 19 Safar Sattara Sattara. The 19 से 19 Arab revolt and the British response led to increased animosity between Arab and Jewish communities. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan to divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, with an international administration for Jerusalem. Jews accepted the plan, but Arabs rejected it. Sattara Sattara is not the Arab-Israeli war of independence. Sattara Sattara. Israel declared its independence in 1947. leading to the eight-notch Arab Israeli war. Israel undertook the conflict to expand the territory, and approximately 700,000 Palestinian Arabs became refugees. Saqqara post-eight-notch conflict Saqqara. The eight-notch Swiss crisis and the eight-notch SR-6 war resulted in further territorial changes. Israel occupied the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem during the Six-Day War. Saqqara peace talks and negotiations Saqqara. Various peace initiatives and negotiations have taken place over the years, including the Camp David Accords, Ek No Sadat, the Oslo Accords, Ek No No Teen, and the Wai River Memorandum, Ek No No 8. These sought to address issues like borders, refugees, and Jerusalem. Saqqara Intifada Saqqara. The first Intifada, Ek No 8 Saat Se Ek No No Teen, and the second Intifada, Do Safar Se Do Safar 5, were Palestinian uprisings marked by protests, clashes, and violence against Israeli forces. Saqqara settlements and occupation Saqqara. Israeli settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem have been a contentious issue. Israel has constructed communities in areas Palestinians view as part of their future state. The construction of the separation barrier, which Israel argues is for security reasons, has also affected Palestinian territories. Saqqara Gaza Strip Saqqara. In those Safar 5, Israel withdrew from the Gaza Strip, which later came under the control of Hamas, a Palestinian militant organization. The Gaza Strip has experienced significant conflicts with Israel, resulting in considerable loss of life and devastating damage. Saqqara two-state solution and statehood Saqqara. The international consensus has been for a two-state solution, with Israel and Palestine coexisting side by side. However, various factors, including territorial disputes, the status of Jerusalem, and the right of return for Palestinian refugees, have made this solution challenging to achieve. Saqqara. The status of Jerusalem remains a critical issue in the conflict. Both Israelis and Palestinians claim Jerusalem as their capital. Saqqara recent development Saqqara. Tensions and violence have flared up repeatedly, such as the Gaza conflict. International efforts continue to seek a peaceful resolution, but the path to a lasting peace remains elusive. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is deeply rooted in historical, political, and religious factors. It has led to numerous wars, uprisings, and ongoing disputes. Achieving a peaceful resolution to this complex and long-standing conflict remains a significant challenge.